5 news stories from Ethiopia, viewers. Firstly, fourth patriarch of Ethiopian Orthodox Church, Abune Merkorios, has died. Secondly, we have a news story from Gambela region of Ethiopia, where Gambela Liberation Front, an armed group, has shared some pictures. The pictures show dozens of new recruits. Third Lever's Prosperity Party is due to hold a key meeting the next week. In this meeting, some key decisions are expected. Is Ethiopia going to change its system of government from parliamentary democracy to presidential system? Fourthly, there is ongoing battle between Ethiopian diaspora and Tigrayan diaspora regarding HR 6600. What is this HR 6600? And lastly, suffering of Africans in Ukraine continues. We have some pictures, videos for you showing that Africans are going through a bad time on border areas. They are not being given equal opportunity to leave Ukraine. Firstly, viewers, Abune Merkorios, who is the fourth patriarch of Ethiopian Orthodox Church, has died. He has been critically ill for some time. In 1988, he was elected as the Patriarch of Ethiopian Orthodox Church. In 1991, EPRDF government removed Mengistu Haile Mariam, and Abune Merkorios was also removed. He went into exile. He kept on claiming the leadership of the Orthodox Church, and some churches in diaspora, they recognized him as real legal head of the Orthodox Church. And meanwhile, in Ethiopia, Abune Paulos was elected as the new head of the Orthodox Church. The Orthodox Church remained split for several years. For around 3 decades, more than 2 decades, he remained in exile. Talks were held between Abune Merkorios and Ethiopian Orthodox Church, but no agreement could be reached. Then, after PM Abiy took office in 2018, he traveled back to Ethiopia. I think it was in August 2018 when he arrived back in Ethiopia. Talks were held and he was reinstated as the Archbishop, the Patriarch of. Talks were held and he was reinstated and he was given the responsibility of looking after administrative matters of the church. Then he fell critically ill. He has been ill for several months, and we have seen PM Abiy, we have seen President Sahle-Work, Addis Ababa mayor visit the hospital where he was undergoing a treatment. He has passed away. May his soul rest in peace. Secondly, viewers, we have a new story from Gambela region of Ethiopia, small region. I have been saying that all armed groups, all regional governments, all forces, they are conducting recruitments. And we are seeing the same in Gambela. You can see 2 pictures on your screen. The pictures are from Gambela. They've been shared by Gambela Liberation Front, an armed group. These are new recruits of this group, Gambela Liberation Front. GLF has been working in collaboration with Oromo Liberation Army and Gumuz fighters from Benishangal, Gumuz region. So this group is also doing new recruitments. We have seen some attacks on Gambela from South Sudan. Gambela shares a border with South Sudan. We have seen attacks from members of Merle tribe on some places in Gambela. And GLF, OLA and Gumuz fighters, they are reportedly conducting joint operations in border areas, Gambela, Oromia, Gambela, BG, not Gambela, BG, Oromia, BG and Gambela, Oromia border areas. Jalmaro attended inauguration ceremony, one of the inauguration ceremony of Gambela Liberation Front fighters several months ago. I should have video clip with you. So it shows that GLF, OLA and Gumuz fighters, they're working in collaboration. Thirdly, viewers, we have a new story from Ethiopia about Prosperity Party, which is due to hold a key meeting the next week from the 2nd of March till the 4th of March. I think the meeting will be held, and Ethiopian calendar date. And some sources say that a new system, political system of government could be under discussion at the meeting. Ethiopia could change from a parliamentary democracy to presidential system. It's you can't do it just with one stroke of pen, with just one meeting. I think if Ethiopia is planning for new system of government, it would take extensive deliberations, some legislations as well. But rumors are being spread that Ethiopia wants to adopt presidential system in which president has immense powers. He's not dependent upon the parliament, the ministers. Let's see. We'll update you after the meeting. Fourthly, viewers, there is an ongoing battle between Tigrayan diaspora and Ethiopian diaspora in the US. The reason is that Tigray Diaspora advocacy groups are launching campaigns. They want HR 6600 to be tabled at the US House. This bill was passed by US Foreign Relations Committee a few days ago. The bill calls for stringent sanctions on the parties to Ethiopian conflict, on the parties which are involved in obstructing aid to the people in need. Ethiopian diaspora is opposing this bill. Ethiopian diaspora, which is pro-government, it is trying to stop the tabling of this bill at the US House. We have seen at least one rally from pro-Ethiopian government diaspora a few days ago in which they rejected this resolution due to be tabled at US House of Representatives. US is busy, House is busy because of the ongoing crisis, Russia-Ukraine conflict. Because of Russia-Ukraine conflict, Tigray conflict has been pushed into the background. So now Tigray diaspora is trying to bring Tigray conflict under the spotlight. They want this resolution to be tabled at the US House of Representatives. Last viewers, Africans continue suffering. Their suffering continues in Ukraine. I spoke on that in a previous video. Since then, we have been monitoring that because we know that some statements were issued by UN officials, by Ukrainian foreign minister as well, and they said that they were trying to resolve this issue, but the issue is there, viewers. Africans are still suffering. We have two video clips for you. One is an old one. It was shared 5 days ago. Second one was shared just 24 hours ago, which shows that people of color, blacks, were removed. They were pushed out of a train which was on its way to Poland from Ukraine. Then at border, Ukraine, Poland border, at Romania border, there are two lines. One line is for Ukrainians and the other is for non-Ukrainians and blacks or people of color, and they are being discriminated against. Now there is no question about this thing that Africans are facing discrimination in Europe. Europe, Western countries, they have been accusing African leaders of committing atrocities against civilians, of violating human rights in their countries. Now you're seeing in Europe that Africans are going through a very hard time. Though we are seeing calls that it should not happen, but things have not improved considerably so far. Watch two videos. First video is I think 5-day old. It shows Africans facing problems boarding a train. And second video was shared just 24 hours ago, I think. Again, it shows that Africans are not being given equal treatment in Ukraine when it comes to leaving Ukraine. Thanks for watching.
I've noticed the train is running late. The reason for that is because the police at Frankfurt Oder is pulling out black people. People of color are being taken off the train because of missing papers. That is not okay. We have a video how the Bundespolizei is telling me that that's their job. We have a video, proof for this. It happened yesterday, and now this is extreme. This is why the train is running late, because of racism, because black people are being taken off the train. It's really important that you share this. We have to share this information with as many people as possible. People are being taken off the train at Frankfurt Oder by the Bundespolizei because they have missing papers and because they're black. This is important.